The date is January 1st, 2013. Weird. And this is Daily D&D. Hey guys, welcome to Daily D&D. As I said on Monday, today we're talking about the new year in gaming. And by this I do not mean any news type things or anything related to the here and now, but in your role-playing games, time passes. It passes oddly in role-playing games. You know, you never really notice it's passing until it's important to the plot. And so, the date being important to the plot is what we're talking about now. And specifically about New Year's Day. Now, New Year's Day is kind of a, you know, us here now concept. It's probably not going to be called New Year's Day in your, D&D world. But you can totally make up whatever name that you want to signify the exact same thing. This is the day that the calendar goes from year this to year this. It's the time that you move from the century of the vole to the century of the fruit bat. It's things move forward on this day, and that makes it an auspicious day, which is a word that I love that's hard to define. And pretty much what it means is that this day is important because it marks something that changes. At this day, this is when it's a new year. This is when it's a new month. This is when it's a new week. All of these things make it an auspicious day, a good day to start something new, or to have something start happening. And so in your D&D worlds, different things that you can do. First of all, you can have a villain that's held off his demonic assault until the new year. And then he releases a year's worth of assaults. That happened in Gaming Guardians. If that comic still exists. I wish it did. I don't know if it still does, but it was awesome when it existed. Or it could be that with the new year, a curse gets lessened, or they need to wait for a specific day to be able to cast a certain ritual. Maybe it's a countdown that begins 60 days from the start of the new year. Or anything, really. There's a lot of things that you can do concerning time and dates, and a new year is a good day to be able to say, this is when we start. In fact, in The Hobbit, the book, not the movie yet, Durin's Day, I believe, is the Dwarven New Year. Or something related to the Dwarven New Year. It has the New Year involved in it, I believe. If I'm wrong, please let me know down below. Yeah, so it's a suspicious, it is an auspicious day, and that's what lends it its importance. Another important thing is about New Year's is that there's a lot of traditions that you can just throw into your game. And so your PCs are in a town, and it's their New Year's celebration, and they're doing something like very strange. My sister was telling me that sometimes people throw plates to keep demons away at their neighbors or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how the story goes, but it could be that there's some weird tradition that everybody in town does that sounds totally like a scam to the PCs. You know, this is something like buying expensive incense, painting the doors with lamb's blood, standing on their heads for an hour and a half. I don't know, whatever it is, you want something that the PCs aren't going to do, or most of the PCs aren't going to do, or some, or maybe just one, whatever. That makes it fun. And then, once they have violated the rules of your world, lay the smackdown on those foolish PCs, and do something incredibly ridiculous. Hey, they didn't do this part of the ritual? Well, now demons have claim on their soul. They didn't do this part of the ritual? Well, now every time that they, you know, try and leave town, they can't. Or they can't get wet in water. I don't know. There's a lot of very, very weird things you can do. If your players don't do this tradition, curse them. And curses are something that I'm going to have to talk about in another episode. This new format allows me to do this type of thing. So if you have any thoughts about gaming for New Year's Day, please leave them down below. And maybe I will get back to them sometime. Maybe not this year. Maybe next year. Yes. If you've gamed on New Year's Day, or put New Year's Day in your game, please leave me a note down below. Other than that, if you liked this video, hit the like button. If you didn't, leave me a comment telling me why you didn't, and I'll try and rectify that as quickly as possible. If you like getting a almost daily dose of D&D, hit the subscribe button wherever they're hiding it. And I will come to your YouTube subscription box every year, and a little bit extra on leap years. My name is Mehmet Wankow. This has been Daily D&D. Stay online, and I will see you next time.